What was life like in a medieval castle? On average, around about 100 people would stay in a castle at a time. This mainly consisted of servants who were required to maintain day-to-day operations. The castle itself would smell horrible. This is because flushable toilets weren't invented at the time, meaning waste would collect at a giant cesspit at the bottom of the building. On top of that, most people were unable to afford a bath. In summer, the smell in a castle would become almost unbearable. The castle would also be very dark and extremely cold. Early castles had small windows for defensive purposes, but this just made it dark and hard to see in. And it didn't help that fireplaces weren't invented until later in the Middle Ages, so people would use open fires, which didn't spread heat very well and would cause a room to fill up with smoke. Disease was common in the place because the servants couldn't afford medicine, so they would have to rely on home remedies or pray to God that illness would go away. Rats were also a very common issue. It got so bad people had to keep dogs and cats in the castle to decrease the rat population.